Welcome to Horror Stories. I am Ankur Pundit, and on this channel, I bring you real-life paranormal incidents and experiences shared by those close to us. This story I'm about to share is true incident, based on the real experiences of people like you. These individuals faced intense challenges and are now sharing their tales to help others steer clear of similar dangers. By learning from their real-life mistakes, you can avoid costly pitfalls and protect yourself from similar fates. Today's real incident has been sent to us by Preto, but before we delve into it, let me tell you about a location. You might have heard of Mussoorie's famous long-abandoned mine. Back in 1990, during its operation, a major disaster occurred due to inappropriate practices, resulting in the death of over 50,000 people. Following this incident, the location was declared haunted because even people living nearby, or those passing by, would hear screams from the mine despite no one being there. It wasn't just men. There were women and children too who had been trapped. After this incident, the location was declared haunted, making it one of India's top haunted locations. Many people have visited the place and tried to research it in their own way. Some felt that there was some entity there that didn't want them there, while others felt nothing. First, let me tell you that paranormal activities have no specific time or date. They happen randomly. They don't happen to everyone, and sometimes they do. Those who don't believe often go there to prove themselves wrong. Now, let's talk about Preto's incident, which is quite a dangerous one. But today, you're in for a thrilling ride because the proof of this entire incident was given to us by Preto himself when he reached that location. With his friends and some enthusiasts, Preto experienced an activity that might make you think twice about visiting a haunted location. But before we dive into that, let me tell you a bit about Preto. He is a taxi driver by profession, connected with an agency for the past 4 to 5 years. He often takes many people to different places on behalf of the agency. In March 2024, I was out with 2 couples from Gujarat to show them around Mussoorie. When I reached Mussoorie, I had to arrange accommodation for them, and the hotel I booked was owned by a close acquaintance of mine, Preto. Preto, who was close to the hotel staff, went inside the hotel while I stayed outside. Inside, there were chefs, one of whom was named Singh. 2 to 3 people would often come under him who were very close to him. And today was a joyous atmosphere because it was Singh's birthday. They decided that after finishing all the work in the cafeteria's canteen, they would enjoy. Preto was sent with drinks and many non-veg items. Some items had to be brought from outside, and some were already available in the hotel. But Preto didn't know where today's celebration was going to take place. Around 10 to 11 p.m., the chefs came with 2 people who were under them, and Singh said to Preto, "Let's go. Today we're going to celebrate." When Preto asked where they were going to celebrate, because the local area could pose a problem if the police caught them, Singh replied, "Don't worry about that, we're locals." He then said, "Today, I'll take you to a location that is very famous," which made Preto very happy. He thought, "Let's go. Today, after a long time, I'll have a great outing with my people, and when the birthday comes, we'll enjoy it to the fullest." There were 2 others with the chef who hadn't heard about the location yet. When the car started, Singh suddenly said, "Today, we're going to Longdar Mine." The same mine that is very haunted. But Preto had no idea about Longdar Mine, and no one had told him about it yet. The junior chef who came with the chef suddenly said, "Brother Preto, you might not know about this location. This location comes in one of the most haunted locations in India." Hearing this, Preto suddenly applied the brakes and said to them, "Are we going to the right place? Isn't there a chance we might be making a mistake?" Then another junior chef sitting behind said, "Brother, I've heard that when you're going towards that mine, and if a cat crosses your path by mistake, then something is bound to happen tonight." Preto was scared at that time and said, "I believe I drive cars in the mountains, but the place we visit, We have full belief in these things being negative, so the chef sitting on the chef's side, Harry Singh, said, "Hey Preto, you also trust these children. Come on, I'll come with you. There's no problem with you. I'm local here. I know everything. You start the car." Preto started the car, and they had only walked 10 steps when suddenly a black cat came out from in front of them. Now Preto applied the brakes again and told Harry Singh that, "Harry, sir, you think once what they said is happening, the person in front of us," Harry Singh told Preto that, "Brother, don't worry, nothing happens with cats. We are people who believe in God. It's our birthday. Kuldevi Deva stays with us. We are hill people. Why are you so scared? Come on, you quickly go towards that mine slowly. These people are going towards a long mine." And 100 questions are spinning in Preto's mind. Should we go right or wrong? Should we? No at this time or not. These people reached there between 11 and 12 at night. There was a lot of negative feeling there, and they didn't think that something like this could happen in life. You will also think whether you should ever go to such a haunted location or not. These people reached near the long and mine, stopped the car, and took out all the items. There was chicken, vegetables, drinks. These people were starting to enjoy their party. They had just started playing. Songs when suddenly the atmosphere there started changing, and there started coming the sound of dogs barking, the sound of dogs screaming, the sound of dogs barking started coming, and the strange dogs started reacting there. They start slowly, and as everyone was enjoying, but Preto's eyes were fixed on those dogs because those dogs were just looking in one direction. Preto observed for a while, and those dogs suddenly came out of the darkness and started looking towards those four. Slowly they were going here and there. And as everyone was enjoying, but Preto's eyes were fixed on those dogs because those dogs were just looking in one direction. After a while, what happened? Those three dogs looked around and Preto felt that something had happened to them. The three dogs that were there, they ran back towards the darkness. Preto looked around and he felt that someone had come around us. After that, what happened? The movement with them, which was a junior chef, his legs started shaking, his whole body started shivering suddenly. And he himself said that, "I'm not understanding. I'm feeling dizzy. I feel like my body has become very heavy." So the chef, Harry Singh, who understood what was happening, he said, "You sit for a minute, I'll see." And the junior staff who was sitting there, who was shivering, his leg suddenly starts to feel numb, and the position of his leg is towards the top, as if you will see claws like this. They start being, you start seeing them, they start, and swelling suddenly comes. Harry Singh understood at the same time what the chef understood. Brother, some air has come over it, trying to take over his body. So what did Harry Singh do? He caught him and put his hand on his mouth and started reading some mantra. Within 5 minutes, the junior chef who was there, who was sitting there, started feeling completely normal, and his leg also became fine. These people were very scared, very scared. They were not understanding in their minds what to do now, what not to do. For reference, you must have seen the video. If you haven't seen the video in the video, then you must have seen it now, so that's right. After this, they got very scared and started reciting the Hanuman Chalisa in their car, and they stood there with folded hands. There is also a reference video, watch it. When this video ended, suddenly Harry Singh said, "I am coming," and he walked towards a long underground mine wall. He sat there, and suddenly he felt his knees and lay on the ground. After lying down, he seemed to be in pain. You can hear Taylor's voice saying, "First, listen to this audio." And he lay down on his knees and literally did not know what to do. When he came back, all of them were crying. They were crying, thinking, why did this person come? Taylor and Preto said, "Brother." Suddenly Harry Singh came back from near the wall, and his eyes were full of tears. And he said, "My ancestors have beaten me a lot, punished me." And he said, "How long will we save you? You have stood in a very wrong place. Leave from here now. If you love your life." Preto said, "Brother, our senses are gone. Our feet are numb. Inside my car, there were many things of God. I silently sat in the car. After this incident, everyone sat in the car. And when we decided to leave from there, because there is nothing more important than our lives, when they started leaving, something strange was going to happen with them. If I had been there at that time, maybe my heart could have failed, or something very big could have happened. Maybe my car could have gone off the road if I had been driving. When these people were coming back, there was a fourth staff member who had not experienced anything until now. He looked back and turned around. He said, "Preto, brother Chef G, don't look back at all. Thousands of men, women, and children are running behind us. I'm telling you, I'm getting goosebumps." Preto told him that encore, brother, I did not have the courage to look in the side mirror. While reciting the Hanuman Chalisa, we reached the hotel. When we told the hotel people, they scolded us a lot, saying, "You could have washed your hands with your life if you had made such a big mistake. If you had made such a big mistake, the first thing would have been to have a prayer done." When you reach home, the chef and the two junior chefs were ill for at least 3 to 4 days. And when the junior chef told me to look back, at that time, he suddenly fainted. These people reached the hotel. They managed everything. Preto, who was managing everything, said, "Encore, brother, I did not sleep for 3 to 4 nights, but when I reached home, I had a prayer done first. I am absolutely fine." I updated them about the chefs and others. Now they are also fine, but the moral of the story that they told is that tell people that God helps only once. He will save you once. We made a mistake by drinking the non-veg drink or by making the mistake of reaching that location. Those who were with us in the mine, God saved us by giving us a warning not to do such a thing in life. And Harry Singh, who was a chef, his ancestors saved him. Otherwise, something very bad could have happened to him. In this video, I have given you all the proof that these things were available at that place that night, and you can see their condition. These 4 coins were in that mine, and anything could have happened there. Anything means anything. I humbly request you not to prove yourself by watching this video and reaching such a location. There are strange people who take such challenges. Personally, don't take this. I will only say that the connection of these things with the paranormal activities is directly related to non-veg and drinks and sweets because every entity is very attracted to them. And when you reach such a place, some people take such challenges with whom nothing happens, but later their business losses start. Sometimes it also happens that nothing happens to them. Nothing happens to their family, but something starts. But they do not understand this thing. But in the long run, I've been hearing about this thing for a long time. And when I heard about this incident, I contacted Preto first, and Preto confirmed everything to me by confirming every single thing. There are so many locations to visit, go there, but going to such a location, think, are you going for this purpose that you want to explore that location, or it is haunted or not? And then, God forbid, if something happens, ignore it. Key learnings from the story. 1. Respect paranormal warnings. Ignoring signs like the appearance of a black cat and local legends led to a dangerous situation. Always heed warnings and respect local beliefs. 2. Overconfidence is risky. Harry Singh's dismissal of fears led the group into a hazardous situation. Never underestimate potential dangers, especially in paranormal contexts. 3. Unpredictability of paranormal activities. Paranormal events can strike without warning, affecting people differently. The group faced severe psychological and physical distress, showing how unpredictable and harmful such encounters can be. For consequences of disrespecting haunted sites, celebrating with non-vegetarian food and alcohol at a haunted site provoked negative forces. Always respect sacred or haunted locations. 5. Spiritual belief as protection. The group's faith and recitation of the Hanuman Chalisa are credited with protecting them, highlighting the importance of spiritual practices in such situations. Moral: don't take unnecessary risks by visiting haunted locations for thrill. Prioritize safety and respect for the paranormal. Finally, before leaving, I request you all to please support my channel, subscribe Horror Stories, and turn on the bell notification so you get the latest video updates first. Stay tuned to the channel until the next video. Thank you all.